What's up, man? Time to talk some more keys to the game. Big time matchup. 5-0 Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Tennessee for the 5-0 Tennessee Titans. The clash of the Titans, right? Obviously, they're led by third-year head coach Mike Vrabel. And in this matchup, man, as it pertains to the defense, I think it starts up front. I think that's the no-brainer in this. We know what Derrick Henry has been able to accomplish, but a lot of that has largely been due to that Titans offensive line and how they've been able to dominate the line of scrimmage. But for me, I think, man, guys like Cam Hayward, Stephon Tuitt, and Tyson Alualu, those are the guys that are going to really have the impact in this game in terms of shutting down Henry, man. If they can dominate that Titans offensive line, which I think they will be able to do over the course of 4 quarters as it pertains to the run game, I think that's going to definitely have Derrick Henry struggling to have the type of success that he's accustomed to having. The next thing that I want to talk about is on the edge, man. Bud Dupree, he's going to be going against some new meat out there, new blood. Ty Sambrailo, he's the replacement tackle for Taylor Lewan, who obviously is out for the year with the torn ACL. I just think Bud Dupree, he's playing extremely well right now. Very hot, very productive. We've seen him go against quality left tackles so far this season and have a lot of success. I think that ultimately continues against Ty. I don't think that Ty is going to be able to handle him for 4 quarters. And we already saw, I believe Ty's first game his first play last week against the Texans was a sack by J.J. Watt. So when you're looking at him on tape, man, I just think this is a matchup that Bud should be able to exploit and in a big way. And then the last thing as it pertains to the defense is the DBs, man. You have to communicate against this group of A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. Obviously, Jonnu Smith. They have some weapons, not a lot that's scary, but they're good enough to hurt you if you have miscommunication, which we had seen from the Steelers on defense up until this last game against the Browns. Communication is going to be key, especially with the Titans loving the play action pass and the throws off of the run action and things along that nature. If the Steelers on defense, in particular their secondary, can communicate though and all be on the same page, I think they can handle those receivers without any issue. Now, when we transition to the offensive side of the ball, I mean, where do we start? I'm excited about this because I think our offense matches up extremely well with the Titans defensively. Now, in the past, the Titans have had a really, really good defense, especially last year. That really carried them to the AFC Championship game along with the performance of Derrick Henry. This year, it's been a little different, though. Personnel-wise, they still have some of the same suspects. They obviously added Jadeveon Clowney. We know how good he is. But as a whole, the defense for the Titans, they've been allowing a lot of yardage both on the ground and through the air. So the first thing I want to talk about are the Steelers wide receivers against this Titans secondary. Like I said, they've been gashed through just yards per game. I think they're averaging close to 275 yards allowed through the air per game, but they've also allowed some explosive plays, some of the bigger throws downfield. Knowing what the Steelers have in Chase Claypool, James Washington, Juju Smith-Schuster, Deontay Johnson if he is available, I just think they got too many weapons from a receiving standpoint, and I don't think the DBs for the Titans can match up between Malcolm Butler and Jonathan Joseph. Obviously, Adoree Jackson has been injured. I just don't think that they're going to have enough from a personnel standpoint to match up with the Steelers receivers in that regard. And then the last matchup that I want to talk about on the Steelers offense, man, as it pertains to the Titans defense, is the 2 tackles that we have, and Big Al Villanueva, and Chuks Okorafor. They're going to have, I feel like they've been doing really well these past couple of weeks, keeping Ben clean in the pocket and ultimately not allowing a lot of pressure. We know what Jadeveon Clowney can be when he is motivated, when he is playing hard, man. He's a handful. And also Harold Landry, we know that he's a young guy that has shown some flash and some promise as a pass rusher. But if Al and Chuks can minimize those guys and ultimately keep them at bay like they've been doing this season, I think, man, it'll be fine for the Steelers on offense, man. But ultimately, this is a game I think the Steelers should definitely take care of business in. As long as they can execute and do the things that we talked about in this little key segment right here, I think the Steelers will get the job done. So I'm excited for this matchup. I know y'all are excited for this matchup. It is finally here. So enjoy the game, and until next time, peace.